At 9:42 a.m., the shipyard horn does not signal an air raid. It signals something worse: silence. The kind that follows when schedules break, when deliveries do not arrive, when the line supervisors stop shouting and start counting what is missing instead. Along the waterfront, cranes hang motionless over gray water. Inside the sheds, the smell of oil and hot metal mixes with sweat and cold air. Somewhere in the Pacific and across the Atlantic, guns are firing without pause. Here the guns are not arriving at all. This is not the front line, but it is part of the war. Every bolt, every plate, every weapon that leaves this yard is meant to keep men alive somewhere else. But on this morning, modern guns are gone, not delayed, gone, allocated elsewhere. Priority shipments redirected. The paperwork says nothing more than reassigned. That single word carries the weight of hundreds of lives that may soon be exposed. In a locked storage area near the edge of the yard sits something no one planned to use. A weapon designed before radios, before radar, before automatic fire became the language of modern war. Steel darkened by age. Mechanisms built for hands, not motors. A design from the 19th century dragged into a 20th century conflict that no longer waits for tradition. It was never meant to be here. It survived because no one bothered to throw it away. The war does this. It strips choice down to function. It does not ask whether a solution is elegant. It asks whether it works long enough. Across the yard, shifts continue. Rivets still ring. Welders still spark. Among them are women who did not grow up expecting to handle heavy steel or weapons mounts. They were trained quickly, sometimes in weeks, sometimes in days. They learned tolerances, load limits, stress points. They learned because the war did not care what they had learned before. It only cared what they could do now. By 10:10 a.m., word spreads. There will be no replacement shipment today. There will be no modern gun mounted where one is expected. And without something in its place, a ship leaves exposed. Not helpless, but vulnerable enough to change the math of survival. In wartime logistics, vulnerability is a countdown. Someone opens the storage door, the hinges scream in protest. Inside, the old weapon waits heavy and unashamed of its age. It is simple. That is its crime and its advantage. No electronics. No dependency on delicate supply chains. Just steel rotation and force applied by human hands. It was once dismissed as obsolete. Now it is being measured again, not against doctrine, but against absence. There is no ceremony in the decision. No declaration, no name attached to it. Wartime improvisation rarely leaves signatures. The question is not whether this weapon belongs in a modern kill zone.